class.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're going to review real quick the worksheet that we did the other day about maps and globes, and then we're going to move into another activity about the book Me on the Map. Okay?
Okay.
Could you, Danny, please tell me what number 1 is?
Number 1 is the compass rose.
And Vicki, what are the cardinal directions on that?
North and south, east and west.
Good job. Danny, what is number 2? What is a picture of?
Number 2 is a sphere, and it's a picture of the Earth,
That's right. And what do we call that?
a globe.
Good job. Vicki, what is number 3, real quick?
Oh, that's the map. That's the globe when it's flat.
Exactly. Danny, can you answer for me number 4 and 5 and tell me the differences between the two?
Number 4 are the lines of longitude, and they run north and south, or vertical. And number 5 are the lines of latitude, and they run east and west, or horizontal.
Very good answers. Very good. Vicki, can you tell me what number 6 is a picture of?
Oh, that's the map key.
Okay. Can you give me an example of a time when you'd see a map key somewhere?
I get them all.
Okay. And what would it tell you if you were looking to see would you
If I wanted to find Build-A-Bear.
that
it
would
would
be
show me.
that would be a great one. Yep. Okay. And Vicki, since Danny helped me so well with lines of longitude and latitude, can you help me with number 7?
Oh, yeah, that's equator.
Okay. And what is significant about the equator?
It goes right in the middle. It divides the globe in the middle, and runs east to west.
Okay. Very good. And Danny, can you lastly tell me what number 8 is a picture of?
Number 8 is a picture of 2 scales.
Okay. And what does the scale tell us?
A scale tells us in dimensions, since the Earth is very big, a scale will show you in a small piece a way to find a distance from one place to another.
A very, very good answer. Very good. Okay. I'm glad you guys did so well on that so that we know that you understand that skill. What we're going to do now is we're going to read the book, Me on the Map. And I'm going to read it quickly because I'm going to pass a copy out to you guys so you can follow along. We're going to do this worksheet. It's kind of a mini book about it, and it's more about you specifically on your map. And I'm going to let you use, let me give you the worksheets first. Here are the worksheets for each one of you. And since we're working right here as shoulder partners, we're going to have other students using the computer over there. And they're going to be rotating it out, but since we've already got these iPads, we can go ahead and use them here for today. Oh, did I pass them to the wrong folks? There we go. Andy, there's yours. I put your name on them just to make sure I have them for the right folks. And there is an iPad for you and an iPad for you. We just reviewed the lesson with these, and so now we can use them here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the books, and then we are going to read along. And then after that, if there's any information you don't need, or don't know, I'm sorry, then you can look it up on the iPads. We're going to go to www.google.com. And for something like if you don't know the state capital, if you don't know the capital of Kansas, you would type in the little box that it gives you, you would type, what is the capital of Kansas? You see, I have mine here. It's not on, but so when Google would come right here, you would say, what is the capital of Kansas? And then you would hit enter, and it would pop up and it would tell you the answer. And so you've got now your book, and you've got the front of the sheet because it has a little bit of answers in it too, and you've got Google. So I want you to use a little bit of Google even if you already know the answer, okay? So this is Me on the Map. Let me read you the story really fast. We're going to hit the high points, so follow along with me because we're going to have to get through this quickly. This is me. This is me in my room. This is a map of my room. This is me on the map of my room. This is my house. This is a map of my house. This is my room on the map of my house. This is my street. This is a map of my street. This is my house on the map of my street. This is my town. This is the map of my town. This is my street on the map of my town. This is my state. This is the map of my state. This is my town on the map of my state. What state is this?
Kansas.
Kansas, that's right. And what you're gonna do on your form is there is a a star, and that's where you're gonna put the capital, and how there's a little circle right here, that's where you're gonna put your city. Your city will be somewhere else, but that's how you're gonna note that it is what your city is. This is my country, the United States of America. This is a map of my country, the United States of America. And right in the middle of that, what do we find?
Kansas.
This is my state on the map of my country. This is my world. It is called Earth. It looks like a big giant ball called a what?
Globe.
That's right, and it's a sphere. If you could unroll the whole world and make it flat, it would make what, Vicki?
A map.
It would look something like a map of the world. And here's North America where we live. This is my country on the map of the whole world. So here's how I find my special place on the map. First I look at the map of the world and find my country. Then I look at the map of my country and find my state. Then I look at the map of my state and find my own little town. And this is what you're going to be doing on Google if you don't know the answers already. You're going to be looking at the world to find the country to find the state, and the state to find your town and the capital. Then I look at the map of my town and I find my street. And on my street I find my house. And in my house I find my room. And in my room I find me. Just think. In rooms and houses, on streets in towns, in countries all over the world, everybody has their own special place on the map. Just like me. Just like me on the map. And that is the end of the book. Now we're going to run through the worksheets real quick, friends, because there's a couple things I wanted to draw to your attention. First, Danny, what are we going to do on the front of every page?
Make sure that we have our name on there.
That's right, I wrote your names on the first one, but there's a place on each page, it looks like, or almost every other page, to write your name. So me on the map, picture of what?
America.
Of the United States. And Kansas is?
In the middle.
That's right. If you need to look that up on Google, you can. Here's how I find my special place. I'm looking for my country. We are in North America over here. And you're going to write North America down here at the bottom. And again, you'll look through your book and you'll look on Google for some of these things. Next, I look at a map of my country and find my state. This looks much harder without the state names written in, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what you will do is you might look those up on Google and you might see where your state is, and then I want you to write the state name down here.
Or I can look in my book.
You absolutely can. You can go back and forth. And then after that, I look at a map of my state and I find my town. We're going to draw a picture of the state. And like I said before, we're going to put a star for the capital and we're going to put a circle for your town. So you may, for the town, you may know where the town is, but you may have to look on the map of the state to see where it is in the state. So I want you to draw it there, and then you'll write here, I live in what city, and our state, or I'm sorry, I live in what city, our state's capital is, and then you'll write the state's capital. This gets tongue-tied. There's so many different places to list, right? Okay. This is the part that I want you to change just a tiny bit so that we don't have to go home and ask mom and dads for addresses and things. That way this will be easier. We're going to use the address for the school, for your home address. So it says, next I look at the map to find my street. My street name is, what we're going to use, it's for Brome Elementary. The street name is Brome Drive. BROUGHAMDRIVE. That's the street name. Then next, it says, as I find my house number is, that's the number part of your address. So it's 15500, and that's the only part it needs right there. It's just the numbers. And you obviously will have different addresses when you get home, but we're just going to, for easy and continuity's sake, we're just going to all do the same address on here, okay? Then the very last part says, in my house I find my room, and I want you to actually draw your room here, okay? And in my room I find me. This is the very last one. Once you draw your picture of your room, it's gonna be either a guy or a girl, whichever one you are. You're gonna draw a picture of yourself and you're gonna put yourself, we're gonna glue and paste and put it in your room. Okay?
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start, and you guys are gonna work together with your shoulder partner. You're gonna do the best you can on your worksheet. You're gonna look some on Google if you need to, at least one answer I want you to look up on Google. And so we're gonna go to www.google.com, and you're gonna ask whatever the question may be. Where is Olathe in Kansas? What is the capital of Kansas? Something like that. You'll look those things up, and then we'll complete this today. And if we need to finish up tomorrow and finish coloring and pasting and things, we can do that. But let's get the factual information down today, okay? Does that sound good to you, friends?
Yes.
Okay. We'll quickly work together a little bit. If you need any help, read through your book and then do a little bit of searching on Google, and we will see if we are done.
Thank you. Will you help me draw a picture of the state?
Of course.
He's very good at drawing, isn't he, Vicki?
He is. He's my friend.
That's good. And you can also look at the picture of the United States, and that'll show you the state.
Okay.
Good job, Danny. I like the way you did your state.
Thank you.
Remember that the star means it's the capital and the circle is the city. Be sure that you write all your information at the bottom first before you do all your drawing. And once you're done, we can look through it and then we can color. I want you to be sure you've done at least one Google search. And on the page that you do a Google search for, could you please write a great big capital G, one of your best G's? That way I know when I go back and I look at your papers, I know that that's the paper that you guys looked at on Google. Good job, friends. This is a good way to log down what we're doing so that we know as we're going along through the story. We're finding out information and we're taking notes.
Can I color now?
Let me look and see if you're finished real quick. Oh, I like your big G, good. And then you can also grab your scissors and your glue, and if you would grab one for Danny, that'd be great too.
Okay.
And thank you very much for putting your big G on there.
show
Are you
my
all done
friends.
with your iPad then?
I am. Oh, I forgot to turn it off.
That's
There we
okay.
go.
I'll get it. Thank you very
I'm all
much.
done with mine.
You are? Oh, good, because we take such good care of our iPads, so that we can use it for a long, long time. Are you ready for me to look at yours, Danny?
Yes.
Let me just look and see if you've got the information down, and then you can feel free to color. And make it personal. Look just like what your room looks like. I really like your state. You did great.
Thank you.
And I like your big G. That tells me that you searched on Google. That's great. I'll leave you guys your books just in case you need them. I think we've done great today, friends. We've reviewed what we did on our map and globe lesson and reviewed the answers of our quiz and our vocab. And then we've done the mini book, mine's over here, for me on the map. Sorry, friends. We did the mini book for me on the map, and you guys have filled out all the information, and now you're gonna color, and we're good to go. And we will talk about this tomorrow, and we'll get to compare everybody's pictures and see how beautiful they are, okay?
Okay.
All right, friends. See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye-bye.